welcome to another edition of Southpaw Creative. I am AJ, if you haven't seen any of my other videos. Today we're going to try out these pearlescent watercolors, and we're going to pit these against each other. We got a cheap brand, which is Loft. We got an expensive brand, which is Tec Pearl Colors, and they're from Germany, and they look amazing. And I've seen some demos on YouTube, and you absolutely have to check them out. So we're going to try them on some mixed media paper, and we'll see how they work out. So real quick, this is the Loft brand, and it's 28 colors. It comes with a less than fascinating brush, so I'm going to use my own brush. You can get these at Michael's for about $5. I got them on sale, and I got them on sale for about $3. So they do look very pretty in the pans. They're very shimmery. I really like the way that they look, and they've got a built-in palette here. But we'll see where they go. I am not expecting a huge amount of impression, but we'll see. So I'm aware that this is kind of an unfair comparison because we've got, a cheap versus expensive watercolor comparison. However, I do believe that people like to know if they're going to have to spend more money to get what they pay for, or if they can get by with, just a $5 set of watercolors for their needs. So that's exactly why I'm doing this, and I'll continue to do it if you're interested. I'm going to zoom in here and make sure that you see these close up so that you can see what they look like. That first row is pretty dry, and you can also see just how shimmery they are. I'll be honest, I was actually very surprised at the outcome of the performance of these paints. And so I'm going to speed up the process here a little bit. So we got 28 colors, and we get equal time with both of these palettes. There is a really great variety of color. They did tend to work better on white colored paper, and as I'm going to show you with the Fine Tech, I'm going to show you what these look like on black paper as well. But they do have a really brilliant shine to them, especially whenever they're dry. They would look great over conventional watercolors as well, or maybe over gouache. Even over acrylics, they would look great if you wanted just a nice touch finish. These have a fantastic variety of colors. There's muted colors, bright colors, kind of earth tones as well. I really loved the mint green and the purple shade. I'm going to note that the pigment wasn't there as much as I wanted it to be, but I also didn't really expect it to be loaded with pigment considering I only paid $5 for it. It is an in-house brand for Michael's, so it is only $5, but for student grade paints that are pearlescent, they were better than I expected. And this is a really cool part after using them. The water gets really pearlescent and swirly, and it's just something that I decided to record for the sake of just pleasurable viewing. So here's to your sensory experience. So these are the Fine Tech brand. They are handmade in Germany, which I really like the idea of that, and good craftsmanship. This is the 6th set of the Pearl watercolors, although the first 2 look like pearl, but the rest are more iridescent. So I tried to get my hands on the 20 set, but they're currently out of stock on Amazon and on their distributor website. So hopefully whenever they do come back in stock, I can get my hands on it and I can give you a more comprehensive review on all of their beautiful colors, because these are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. I did find that they did perform better on black paper, which I'll show you after I show you this, just to be fair. The first 2, the russet color is kind of a maroon color, but you can see it doesn't take that much water to activate these colors. And they do look beautiful on both white and black paper, but the last 4 colors did not show up very well just because they are on white paper. But if you have darker colors and you want to top that off with some of these colors, they're going to show up so beautifully. And so this bronze color actually is part of another set that they have, which is gold, and 6 degrees of gold that they have. So hopefully I can get my hands on that one too. But I can tell you right now that this video, I'm trying to give it to you as best as I can in HD, but it just doesn't do it justice unless you see it in person. I just love to watch these colors, just the mica and just how they flow and just how everything settles. I love the way that they look whenever they're dry. This is Mother of Pearl Pink, which you can imagine is very beautiful. It's kind of a pink color, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You're not going to be able to see it very well, though, here, because it's on white paper, like I keep saying. But we'll go ahead and take a look at these even on white paper, so you can get an idea of how they perform all around, because I do want to be fair with you. This is silver pearl. It is just a straight pearlescent, which would look amazing on top of indigo or black. I can only imagine the possibilities. So I cannot wait to do some projects and give you guys some speed paint time lapse with some artwork, including these. I could even see this going really well on top of mixed media paper that may even work with acrylic, or maybe even, I don't know if colored pencil will take to these, but we could try it. And that middle color was one of my favorites. It's got an opalescent. And this is the Shining Aquamarine, but just wait till you see it on black paper. It's going to just blow your mind whenever you see it. I just went ahead and decided to cut this short so we could see what they look like on black paper, since they didn't show up very well on the white paper. You'll see it at the end. You'll have to pardon my awkwardness because I had limited space in this setup. So this is the russet, and it looks absolutely just like the color in the pan. And this wrinkled bronze looks very much more like gold on this black paper here. I'm currently studying calligraphy, and I cannot wait to see what they look like with watercolor calligraphy. It's going to be so exciting. I just love to watch that mica settle and move around. It's pretty magical. Here's that mother of pearl. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my God, I can just hear you saying, oh wow. You can tell the difference on black paper versus the white paper. Didn't hardly show up on the white paper. I feel like this should be the iridescent set for the most part, except for the first two are very much pearl colors. It's just sort of a sampler set, so it works out really well that way. Although I wish they were all kind of iridescent colors, because I'm a huge fan of iridescent colors. In art, in nail color, I don't even care. I just love shiny opalescent colors. So we're going to zoom in here, and the last row here, I had to do it upside down because I didn't have a lot of room. But this is the silver pearl on black paper. It still shows up very, very well, even though it's just pure silver, and it's not quite as pigmented as the other ones. It's just a white pearl. And then I decided to use less water, and it became more opaque. You can see it's still shimmery though, very high pearl, high iridescent. And add some more water. And this is not anything special. This is just black drawing paper. I don't even know if there's a black watercolor paper out there, but if there is, please leave it in the comments, because I'd love to know, and I'd love to use it too. But as of right now, I don't know if there's anything that is currently a black watercolor paper. And my absolute favorite is the blue. I absolutely love the blue. It's so beautiful, isn't it? I just love it. It's so vibrant and so gorgeous, and I'm just geeking over it right now. And even with more watercolor, it takes shape, and it's gorgeous. I'm in love with these, as if you couldn't tell. And lastly, the shimmering aquamarine, and that did not show up very well either on the white paper, but it shows up gorgeously on the black paper. It doesn't really look aquamarine on camera, though. It looks more like a mint green here. It does kind of have that aquamarine color, but it could use a little bit more blue, in my opinion. So the idea of the color is slightly misleading, but it still is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see, the mica moving around and shimmering. I apologize for making them uneven in their strips. I kind of got the idea to add more water later. So as you can see, they're very gorgeous whenever they're finished. I think there's kind of infinite possibilities that you could use these for in your projects. And these are the Artist Loft on black paper. So some of the colors you can see, they do have pigments that show up, and then some of them, they just didn't show up very much at all, and you can't even hardly tell the difference between the two of them. That's the difference between, you know, the big difference between cheap and expensive pearl watercolors is the amount of pigment that comes through. In my honest opinion, I think both of them have a place in your life. The Artist Loft Pearlescent look great on white paper, can give you that added finishing touch, or if you want to just use them by themselves, they have enough pigment in them to work on, you know, your projects and everything. I don't know if they're light fast. I really highly doubt it. And I don't know if the Fine Tec are light fast either. If any of you know, please leave it in the comments. I couldn't find any information on them. And then the Fine Tec on the white, you know, I mean, you get the idea, but I really believe that they're made to be used on darker paper or on top of darker colors, in my opinion. Except for maybe the bronze and the russet can go by themselves, and you can do all kinds of stuff with those too. So we're going to take one last look at both of these colors, both of these palettes on the black paper. Fine Tec, obviously, I think it's a match made in heaven. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to see if I can get my hands on the 20-pack. So one last look at the Artist Loft on the black paper. We're just kind of mediocre to poor in performance whenever it came to the colors showing up and the pigment showing up. I really believe that the warmer colors showed up, the blues showed up a little bit, but really, all in all, I wouldn't recommend using these on darker paper. Also, please keep in mind that the Artist Loft are a student grade product, so I wouldn't expect to use them for your professional projects. And the Fine Tec, I would say, judging by their outcome, that they are an artist grade product, so you could probably go ahead and use those for professional means. So that's it for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the comparison. I'll do a demo in the future. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go ahead and share this video with your friends. Give me some ideas as to what you'd like to see on this channel. And I will talk to you next time.